Good morning. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you watched video 1. Thank you. And if you haven't already, please hit subscribe, like the video. It helps in more ways than you can imagine. It is Monday today, so I'm just going to be dropping the boys off at school and then I'll be coming back in. I've got a call with a lovely lady who is inquiring about coaching, who has just gone back to work after maternity leave. That is such a turbulent time, like getting back into, like coming out of the maternity bubble and into work. It's such a change of routine. So then I have a Zoom call at 10 and then I'll be getting straight on with client check-ins. So every week my clients will do a weekly check-in. They will tell me about how the week's gone, what's gone well, what's not gone so well. And this is where like the coaching happens. This is where my clients give me their plan for the week and sort of tell me what they need from me in the week coming up. What they don't do is they don't fill out a random generic form, because some people have their own type of forms, and they don't just get a WhatsApp message saying, well done, that's great, keep going, because that's not coaching. What they will get is generally a reply video back from me where I'll ask questions. I will go into a little bit more detail around what they need and how they want me to show up for them. And then we have like a back and forth conversation around that generally. So yeah, I love the beginning of the week. There's something about starting a plan, like, and actually following through with it. And the clients who use this weekly check-in process consistently and very well and use it as a two-way communication process tend to get the best results, rather than just relying on I don't know, hope or fate, because there's nothing, like, it's literally pointless planning something. Yeah, it's pointless planning something if you're not actually going to take the steps to achieve what you've put on the plan. So yeah, so I am here so that's what I will be doing today. And I think that's everything. And then I'll be picking the boys up from school and I've got my dance class later on. We're learning a new routine this week. We're learning Temperature by Sean Paul, which is an absolute banger. It's that tune that comes on a night out where you get your girls and your guys and you just literally dance, and it's literally the best moment of the night. It's iconic. And yeah, and just more planning and prep for the event. That's what I'll be doing this week. So I hope you all have a lovely week, and I will take you on as much as I can, as always, with me, and I'll chat to you soon. Almost finished my block of check-ins. I've just got one more to do. I am always feeling absolutely amazing when I do these. So I think one of the things I really like to focus on with my clients is finding ways of measuring success that are not related to the scales and not related to like your body and what they look like and all of that. And I cannot tell you how many of my clients at the minute are really finding fulfillment and enjoyment in other things because they're just not focusing on the scale weight or what the body measurements are doing or how they look in pictures and stuff like that. Now, I understand that means a lot to some people, and I totally get that that's part of the picture, but if you are someone who is constantly on an all or nothing mentality, in binge restrict cycles, you're emotional eating, you're using food as a source of comfort. Now, I'm not saying that that's always a bad thing, but if that's usually how you end up when things tend to go a bit wrong, it's not that you don't have the right calories or that you're not tracking macros or you're eating too much sugar. It's probably a relationship with food issue. And once my clients start working on the relationship with food, everything just feels so much easier and so much better, because they're not having the mental battles constantly every single day. They're working on the triggers, they're working on unhelpful thoughts and feelings and their unhelpful behaviours, and they're replacing them with positive ones. Like, just taking for example, one of my clients, Emma, she's come from she's had a coach before, very heavily focused on calories. She did a photo shoot prep. She was very focused on the right and wrong type of foods and not really trusting herself when it came to eating certain things, and very focused on aesthetics and what she looks like and the scale weight and stuff. And it wasn't until the new year that actually we pulled away the scale weight. Tracking progress pictures and measurements are not as important, because now what she's focusing on is she's focusing on performance. So she's doing a high rocks at the weekend up in Glasgow, and she's been training for it for like 3 months now, and she's shaved 20 seconds off her average pace, and she's feeling really good in herself, really good with how her eating behaviours have changed, amazing energy levels, really positive relationship with food, and literally that's improved just because we've changed the focus. We've changed the focus from what you look like, how much you weigh, and all of that, and we've changed it to focusing on what your body can do and how amazing it feels for it to do that when you fuel it properly. And that's where a lot of people, in my opinion, go wrong when it comes to all of this stuff. It's very easy to get it wrong. It's also it can be quite simple to get it right. It doesn't have to be that difficult. I've had deliveries of HelloFresh and Optimum Nutrition today. I've ordered some goodies for the event, which I'm really excited about. Come on. What I'm going to do is just organise everything into the different bags that we've got, really. We've got a steak sandwich, we've got a burger, and we've got some kind of chicken tray bake. What?
Why are you having a bacon sandwich?
I didn't say a bacon sandwich, I said a steak sandwich.
Steak sandwich?
Which looks amazing, to be fair. So we've got this one, which is quite high in calories compared to what I would normally eat. Yeah, it's like 900 calories for a burger. So I'm probably going to not have the bacon on it, or maybe not have the potatoes. But we'll see. We'll just see what happens. We'll see how the day goes. Because it can change very rapidly. So yeah, and then we keep all of these. I like to convince myself that we're going to actually make the recipes ourselves in the future, but well, that's not happened yet, so yeah. You're all well. Happy Tuesday. I am just home from the school run. Walked through the park. So beautiful, so sunny, but oh my god, why does it still feel like November? It's freezing. Anyway, just been to the co-op to get some essentials. By essentials, I mean chocolate for my porridge, which I'm about to make now. I got these, not that you care about my co-op shop, Quag. These, they're 83 calories, 15 grams of protein. This is the white chocolate flavour, they do loads. But they're amazing, like for getting that like sweet hit after you've like had your lunch or between like lunch and dinner. Like I know for me, I get really hungry between lunchtime and dinner time, and it's always after the school run. Always, when the boys are eating, that's when like I feel like I want to eat. And it is a hunger because I go from literally having my lunch at like 1 o'clock, then don't eat until my tea until like 8, 9 o'clock some nights. So I'm making an effort to put like an actual proper snack in there that is not just biscuits with a cup of tea, because let's be honest, what purpose is that serving other than pure enjoyment? Anyway, if you are someone who is dieting, like these are like a staple for me while I'm dieting. And I'm on like, I'm in a deficit at the minute. Then got some oranges because I forgot them in Aldi yesterday, and hot cross buns. Because what's the point in life if we don't have carbs and we don't have hot cross buns and all of the things that just taste really nice? What's the point? I realised actually in last week's video, didn't really share much about what I eat. It was very much an on-the-go busy week where I was just in and out, in and out, in and out. So I didn't really share very much. So I'm going to share today. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my oats out of the cupboard. Something I've been speaking about in my emails this week has been around calories, macros. Like, a lot of people will think like, oh, it's not working, maybe I need to change my calories, I'm not seeing the results I want, maybe I need to start counting macros and all of this stuff. And you actually don't. Someone inquired to work with me and we were chatting about her goal, and her goal was to get back to like her pre-pregnancy self by August, because she wants to go on holiday, she wants to feel fucking good when she's there, and she don't want to be pulling herself apart. She wants to feel good in her summer clothes, which I'm sure a lot of us can relate to right now. And there is a lot of people right now that will be thinking of starting a diet and looking at what they need to do and looking at all sorts of different options. And I think that's absolutely fine. I am not someone who will completely slam dieting and think that everyone in the world should just not diet. I don't think it's realistic. I think actually it can be really good for some people. It can really help people's confidence. But what I will say is, if confidence is the one thing that you're looking for, you will not find it in a diet. Before I tell you why, I want to show you this tip. Look at me with my whisk. So, if you've ever made protein porridge and put the powder in and thought, this tastes like sand, it's disgusting, I want to show you this tip. And this is exclusive to you and my clients. So, what I do is I put my protein in a bowl, and then what I'll do, so there's 35 grams of protein powder in there. I put the same amount of water in, so about 35 ml of water, and whisk it up until it's a paste. And then, when you've done that, literally looks so weird. Look, I look like I'm making a cake. Not that I would ever make a cake because I'm not a very good baker. I just don't enjoy it, to be honest. I know people do it for like enjoyment, and people say baking's quite relaxing. I just think it's stressful. I think it's very stressful, and I love enjoying the results of baking. So I like the brownies, the cookies, the cakes and all of that, but I just don't like actually doing it. Was I talking about not finding confidence in another diet? Maybe. So I'm putting in this, by the way, Optimum Nutrition white chocolate raspberry every single day. Like, it never changes because it's the best. So you will not find confidence in another diet. Now, confidence is one of them words that's thrown around a lot, especially in the fitness industry, especially in this space. And a lot of people tell you that by getting to a certain dress size, you will feel confident. By losing a certain amount of weight, you will feel confident. And the thing is, confidence is not a dress size. Confidence is not a scale weight. Confidence is like a state of mind, and it's a skill. And the way we get more confident is by proving to ourselves that basically nothing bad will happen by acting and being and living in the way that we want to be. And that's why you'll see it all the time. People will diet, they will get to whatever weight that they feel like they would be happy, and actually they're still self-conscious about getting their arms out in public. They're still not feeling like they can run around the pool with the kids. They're not feeling like they can get in the pool with the kids. They want to just sit on the sidelines and like watch everyone else have all the fun. And while at the same time yearning, really wanting to be that mum, like that mum. And that's because the inner work has not been done to improve your body image and improve your relationship with food, so you're constantly self-sabotaging and going backwards. And you're not proving to yourself enough times and giving yourself the evidence that actually, yes, you can wear what the fuck you want. No, it doesn't matter what size is in your clothes. It doesn't matter what the scales say. It doesn't matter like what other people think of you. If you are actually confident, you will not give a fuck what people think of you. You'll be able to walk into a room with your head held high and not even give it a second thought what people might think of you. And until you work on the inside, until you work on the stories that you tell yourself in relation to your body and how you see yourself, you will constantly struggle when it comes to yo-yo dieting. You will constantly struggle when it comes to your relationship with food, and that is why I believe you will not find confidence in another diet. And that's basically what I help people with. And I think I've gone off on a massive tangent and not actually told you the real reason why I started this conversation, but here we go. I want to show you my oats. I'm going to turn the camera around. Look at this. It's so creamy. It's not grainy. Stunning. And make the best oats. Fine. So I'm just going to put all this together and I'm going to eat it now because I am absolutely starving. Ta-da! I'm starving. Give me food. I need to make a coffee as well. So I'm going to leave you here. So I'll catch you later. I've got check-ins again this morning. I've got a Zoom call at 11 and then I'm going to go to the gym. So I'll catch you later. Bye. I have just got in my car and realised I need to get fuel. And I've left it that long. I literally now have to go and get fuel. From wherever I am now, I have to go and get fuel. Which is very annoying. Because I have to also pick the boys up at 3 o'clock, which is in an hour, which means I'm not going to get a chance to do my whole session, which is very annoying. Now, if I end up spending 20 minutes in the gym, who cares? Like, does it mean that I've not done it? No, I've still gone and I've still done something. Might not be my whole workout, definitely won't be perfect, but I don't get anything by not showing up. So that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully it's not too busy at the petrol station. Well, that was a very quick session. So I did an upper session and had about 20 minutes, which is not ideal. I just did four exercises in 20 minutes, 10 sets with rest in between, just in and out. I think sometimes what we need to do is reframe the stories that we're telling ourselves, and a lot of the time you do have time, but your expectations of what you should do are way off. People are thinking that they need to be in the gym for like an hour at a time, absolutely killing themselves, and it's just not the case at all. But for like the general population who are just wanting to get active, like literally 15, 20 minutes a day is perfect. It's just your expectations. It's always your expectations. So yeah, let that be today's lesson. I'm going to go and drop the car off super quick now and walk around to pick the boys up. Hello, I am just in the car. I've had a bit of a word with myself. So today's not gone how I wanted it to go, and caught myself in a bit of a pattern, and a pattern that I'm currently aware that I do get in quite often, where I will be probably ignoring my body, ignoring what my body's trying to tell me, and will start to scroll on Instagram, scroll on whatever, look at random stuff. Like I was literally sat at my kitchen table looking at spa days, and I'm not going on a spa day anytime soon. It would be amazing, but it's not happening. So like, why am I looking at that? And I caught myself in that pattern, pulled myself out of it, realised that actually I was quite hungry, feeling a bit overwhelmed because I've actually got a lot to get through today, and sat in the pattern of scrolling on my bloody phone, and it's really frustrating. Anyway, I made myself some lunch. I literally said to myself, we don't do this anymore. Nicole, we do not do this anymore. Put some tape and crayon, started dancing in my kitchen, of course, and made myself some lunch. Now I'm sat in my car and I'm going to the gym. Now I've got about an hour and 15 minutes until I have to pick the boys up, and feel like I have so much to do, but actually like sitting and trying to work right now is just not going to be productive. So I'm taking myself to the gym, going to get myself out of my brain and into my body, and hopefully after that I will feel better. It may mean that I have to do a bit of work while the boys are at home tonight, which is definitely not what I'd like to do, but this is a busy month for me, so unfortunately we have to do things that we don't always want to do, and my future self will thank me for it, I am sure. Anyway, I'm off to go and do a lower session in the gym now, and I will report back. Hello, I am done. Oh my god, I feel like a different person after that. Wow. Do you know, when you actually get into the gym, and I know it can take a bit of time, but when you actually get into it and you start going for like reasons that aren't aesthetic or weight loss, you really can use it as a tool for your mental health. Literally felt crap going into that session. I was like, what's the point? I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do the bare minimum and just see what happens. Literally went in, was loading up my hip thrust, and something in my head just switched, and I was like, do you know what, I'm gonna put all of the plates on this bar and see if I can lift it. And I did it. 120 kilo hip thrust, which is the most I've ever hip thrusted. This time last year I was doing a 40 kilo hip thrust and it was absolutely killing my back, and it's because of, so I won't go into like a whole educational lesson around it, but it felt incredible and I literally feel lighter and just so much better. I did 3 exercises, which again, I said this the other day, like I didn't finish my whole session, but I did the necessary stuff, I did the important stuff, and I did enough, and I really enjoyed it. Just need to take a deep breath now. Like, my day's changed, I don't feel crap anymore, I feel so much better, I can crack on with what I need to do. I'm going to go pick the boys up soon, I'm going to walk there to get them because the fresh air will help, just to clear it. But yeah, fully out of my brain, and now I'm into my body, and I feel good, and this is why exercise is so important. Well, hello. I realised I didn't actually finish this video off, and when I tell you last week has been a whole trip like you would not believe. So we went to the lakes. It wasn't the weekend that we had planned. Oscar ended up being unwell. He had suspected scarlet fever. We basically spent most of the time in the lodge, didn't really do very much. And yeah, that was it really. There's nothing to report. It was very, very unplanned, not what we expected, but it is what it is. Some weekends are just like that, right? And then the whole of last week was just a whole journey, like, which I think deserves an episode on its own to talk about. But I have been busy planning behind the scenes of the event, putting the last bits and pieces together, and it's gonna be phenomenal. It's going to be so good. I'm so excited, and I know what a gift SOS has been to me. My dance classes have been the biggest gift to me in the past 10 years for sure, apart from my children of course, but I can't wait to share that with other people. And so much of the things I've been doing behind the scenes, I've been working on a lot of different things behind the scenes, and I'm excited to share just a little piece of that with the girls who are coming on Saturday. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please share it with a friend. Hit like, subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know if you've enjoyed this type of video. I've been posting a couple of different types just to see what people vibe with. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video.